G'day and welcome to day 15 of my TA. It's also my third day in the South Island. I got away just after 7 and it was still dark, so cycle lights were needed. The air was cool and riding through farmland up the Matakitaki Valley was really picturesque, especially with the sun rising and the low-hanging fog. Turning up the Glenroy River, the trail becomes a good four-wheel drive track and the farmland gives way to beautiful native beech forest. I was surprised to see and hear so much bird life. I even saw a weka run from the side of the road. The climb up to Maruia Saddle is actually quite gentle, and I stopped several times to take photographs. It's really pretty through here. Coming down the other side was just as pleasant too, with more beautiful bush and an easy gravel road. Now for the elephant in the room. If you've watched my previous video, you'll have seen I made a big U-turn on the way to Springs Junction. Basically, I just hit State Highway 64 and turned left. I knew Springs Junction was the next stop and my GPS pointed up the highway. I'll cover off more about my bike computer in a separate gear video I'll do later. Riding up the highway wasn't much fun. The road is a narrow shoulder and there was a strong headwind. After about 10 kilometers, I realized I was off route and I missed the turnoff to Westbank. It was only about another 7k up to Springs Junction, and I was tempted to carry on, but I thought I'd get scratched for taking a shortcut, and I wanted to stay on the TA route. So I turned around and tried to console myself that I now had a good tailwind, at least back for the next 10k. At Springs Junction, I took a bit of a rest while eating some food, but then pushed on. The ride up to Rahu Saddle was hot compared to the beautiful cool bush I'd been riding in earlier. However, the ride down the other side is on smooth sealed road and again through wonderful native New Zealand bush, predominantly beech forest. For some reason, I was suddenly feeling really sleepy. I felt almost like I'd been drugged. I had to pull over to the side of the road and I lay down in the grass. I could have slept, but the sandflies were relentless, so I had to get up and carry on. When I arrived in Reefton, I was still in quite a dither. Now, I'd intended to cycle further today, but I decided to stay here for the night. I stayed in the vicarage, which is a wonderful old cottage which has been beautifully restored. Even with my navigation errors and my feeling of sleepiness, I'd had a wonderful day. I especially love riding through our native beech forests. The South Island was really living up to my expectations and its reputation of native beauty. Thanks again for watching, folks. Hey, and leaving a comment, giving me a like, or subscribing all really help my channel. See you on the road again tomorrow.